Aha, there we go.
All
So
right.
I am here at South Carlton, Osgood High School with
Liam Bansay.
Liam Bensey. And Liam, what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 10.
Grade 10. So we're doing some exploring as the Dreamers.
Yes.
The Dreamers, Mr.
Book
King
club.
set this at the book club, yes. And I guess I'm going to start with this question. Given all of your experiences through your schooling from the very beginning, if you had any advice to a school district on the types of things that we need to reimagine in order to be able to prepare our kids and to bring the magic out of each and every kid, what would it be?
Well, I would say the first thing that needs to happen is people need to be treated more individualistically in school. Every person is unique and has their own unique interests and needs, and so schools should be tailored to help each student succeed in the area that they want to specifically succeed in.
Okay, so how would that manifest itself? What would that look like?
Well, I've had this idea for a while of creating a class where there's a teacher supervising all the students, and every student in the class works on an independent project. And that project, you can take in information from other courses, you can do your own research, but whatever the project is, you work on it and you get school credit for it. But it's also something you're interested in that could be done outside of school.
What about somebody said to you, but look, we have a structured curriculum. That curriculum is designed to allow each child, each student, to do the best they can on the tests and the quizzes and the exams, and it will prepare them for college or university. So this project-based learning is a little too out there.
Well, I mean, it's already done in a lot of courses. If you look at the English curriculum, I'm a little bit more familiar with the English curriculum because I did a program where I got to be my own English teacher for a semester. It's very interesting. I could talk a bit about it in a minute. But essentially, the English curriculum boils down to a very simple set of expectations. You have to do some reading, some writing, some speaking, and some media. And that's very, very broad. Sure, you have to write an essay, but doesn't say what you have to write the essay about. You can write the essay about anything you're interested in. So the curriculum provides a lot of freedom to the student, and if teachers took advantage of that, then their students would be much more engaged in their classes.
Is there enough, or has there been enough opportunity in your learning career in schools for you to express yourself in a way that means something to you?
What do you mean by express yourself? That's the one I was wondering about.
Okay, absolutely. So, have you had enough opportunities to learn in a way that matters to you?
I would say, yeah, I take academics very seriously. I'm a strong student, and I take pride in the fact that I work very hard at my schoolwork. However, I think that some of the courses have provided more of that opportunity than others. I mean, for example, my math class, I sit there after the first 20 minutes of the class doing nothing most of the time. So I would say that's not really helping me that much if I'm just sitting there most of the time. So it really depends on the course.
Absolutely. Fully understand that. This is great. I really appreciate your insights. What was it you were going to reflect back
Right.
about?
So in the beginning
yes,
of grade
course,
9,
yeah.
there was a program that I did called Authentic Student Learning Experience. And it's a program that was started by our school board right at the start of when I was in grade 9. And what I did was I took two courses, the English course and the business course, because our school doesn't offer business. And I did them both in the same period. And so I would do an essay about business. I would do some kind of media, maybe a video about a business topic. And I tied the two curriculums together, sort of an interdisciplinary thing, to get both credits in the same course. And it was very interesting, and I love being able to create my own activities, and I love the freedom that it gave me to explore all sorts of different interests. So it was very interesting. But as of the second semester that year, our school board changed the program, so now you can only do courses that your school doesn't offer in the program. So I couldn't do English like that anymore, and I was very disappointed that I couldn't do English like that this year.
Oh dear.
But it was interesting.
Yeah, I think that's fascinating. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to perhaps ask you this question. over the course of your years, you wake up in the morning. Are you excited to go to school?
Depends on the day.
What, and now take me down into
I
that
would
one.
say when I get up in the morning, there's there's three possibilities. One, I have a test or a project due that day or a presentation, and I'm nervous and worried about the day, kind of stressed a little bit because I take it very seriously. Second possibility, which is most days, I wake up and I'm not really that motivated to go to school, other than that maybe something interesting will happen. And then on some days when there's some kind of extracurricular event going on, especially, or some project that I'm really, really interested in, such as with that program that I did at the start of grade 9, I'll wake up every day and I'll say, I want to go to school because I'm going to do something interesting today.
I want to go back to the middle one where you're really not that interested in coming. What is it about that day? What is it that doesn't excite you?
I would say part of it's uncertainty because when I wake up, I don't know how to feel because I haven't actually gotten to school yet. I don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So a bit of communication prior to the day is helpful to get people excited about the next day. But then a big part of it is that there's a lot of required courses that have a lot of content that just doesn't interest me. Like a really good contrast of that would be my civics and careers, is that in that I really, really loved civics. It was my favorite course this year other than music. And careers was probably the most boring one, but it's the same teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the course content. It's not necessarily the teacher, it's the course content of the careers curriculum that made it super, super uninteresting to me versus the civics curriculum, which was very interesting. We did lots of debates and it was very engaging.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say it's the content of the course that determines whether I want to come or not. Some of it's just not that applicable or interesting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.